Good afternoon, everybody. How are we all doing? Hope you're having fun on this lovely Monday as we start a brand new week. We are live on the YouTube as well today. Right, need to pull that up then. Oh no, right. Get my power bank as well. I'm going to be updating some mods quickly on the server before we get too involved today. Because obviously we was doing some testing of things yesterday, and I've decided I'm going to roll with it on the server. I am. I could put my... it would mean moving everything, that's the only problem. I could put my phone on that phone stand. Good afternoon, Mr. Barker. Well caught. Well caught. Right. Mods. We're updating mods on the multiplayer server for a start. That's what I have to do. I think they're all updated. Mod with the same name file already exists. Ooh. Which mod already exists? That one? I tried updating, was it 3? How are you doing? I'm doing okay. I'm a bit tired. I'm not going to lie. I'm very tired, Barker. Very tired after last night. Staying up all late, yeah. You're quite right. I did stay up a long time last night, didn't I? Let's give that one an update. Do I have wood stone picker trailer? So we'll remove that one. Just looking to see which mods. I just tried to update some and it says already exists with that name. Easy development, no. The annoying thing is, the server does not list the mods in alphabetical order. Or even uploaded date order. You didn't get your head down till 8 this morning and then was back up at 11. Yeah. Well, at least you didn't go to the gym, though, either. Can you not just replace duplicates? No. The server just gives you an error that a mod already exists with that name, and then it stops uploading all the other mods. So I need to make sure I've deleted them all that I want to upload. It should be all of those. Should be all of those. Right, let's try that again. There's going to be 6 mods now, because I've added another one. One, two, three, four, 5. Now, I'm pretty sure I uploaded 5 a minute ago, unless I clicked one I shouldn't have done. Maybe I shift clicked instead of control clicked, and I selected more mods than I meant to. That's been known to happen before. So how is everybody on Monday? Are you all excited for the week ahead? Are you all excited? You, the old dual stream today. Hopefully there's no audio on the YouTube channel to get me into trouble today. Right, didn't give me any warnings that time. So I'm going to assume... it's loaded them. It has. Excellent. Right, so start the server. On the server. G-Portal. Right, and you also need to go, obviously, to the Google Drive now and update the mods I've installed on Google Drive. What is happening here? Something's going on at night down here. Somebody's on the lights. We're gonna have a party tonight. What a feeling. Now I'm going to do today, preemptively, I'm going to change the batteries in the controller, because I'm pretty sure they're likely to run out given the amount of hours that I've played just recently. Given yesterday's long streaming performance. Singing to nothing, yeah. Right. Google Drive is updated with all the mods. Not that I'm expecting anybody to come and join me, because Mr. Helgi's fallen off the face of the earth. There wasn't some new mods released recently on the Mod Hub. One of which particularly interesting, or sounded particularly interesting, was forage contracts. Which lets you do forage harvesting contracts for farmers. And that's by the guy who does the Better Contracts mod and the Lime Contracts mod. Has he done an update for Better Contracts then? He has done a better update. I'll probably have to update that because it looks like he's got some hot fixes. One of which had a second hotfix introduced a bug itself, so might need to have a look at downloading and updating Better Contracts. Just checking the other mods at the minute, contract mods. Things like Auto Drive, Course Play. They haven't had any updates for a few weeks now. Neither has Lumberjack, so I think we're all good. I think we're all good to start playing, folks. So I can load up the game. We can get to the fun bit. I did discover something last night after I'd finished streaming. That wonderful, lovely new clip thingy that I did during my stream a couple of times doesn't actually post the clips on Kick, does it? Because I went to look at the clips, the 2 clips that I made during my Fallout stream last night. They're not there. Not on the Kick dashboard on my channel. It's on their own site, yeah. Well, here's the funny thing, Barker. Once the chat has, you know, once that link, once the bot thing has gone off the top of the chat screen, how do I get that back? Without having to watch my VOD and try to find the link in the bot's link, because that's what I had to do to download the 2 bloody clips. Yeah, but each clip has a different video, so it links to a separate video. So having the site address doesn't help, because each clip is its own file. They're all linked to your account on the site. Yeah, but that's the thing. I logged into my account on the app site, and they're not there. They're not in the clip section. They have a clip downloader, but they don't actually link. They don't actually. There's no. I couldn't find anywhere to find my clips. In the end, I did find them in their Discord channel, in their clip section of their own Discord. But again, if you stream for several hours, you've got to go a long way back through that Discord group to find your little clips. So I need to probably grab them as I do them in future. Just click and download them as soon as the bot's posted the link. As soon as I see the bot has posted the link in the chat, I need to tab out and go and download them, because they make for nice TikTok content, I think, maybe, possibly. Just post a bit of random stuff on there. I'm using the wonderful Discord AI DJ thing today to play music, so we're at its mercy. It plays whatever it plays. So what you mean is next time I should DM you the links if I'm in chat? No, because that's a lot of work for you, Barker. No, it's just I need to make sure I go and grab it. It's work for me. I'm the streamer. I'm the content creator. I need to make sure I get my content downloaded properly. Like the football vlog. I downloaded that last night after I'd finished my stream and was looking at it in Vegas to do a VOD. The bit I recorded in the car on the way to the ground is okay. Brilliant. Perfect. As usual. The first 40 odd minutes or so before the stream dropped out, and you had to retitle it and everything, that was all okay. Then like the long portion right up to the end of the stream, when I went to view that, the audio on that is about 8 seconds out. The audio, literally the audio is 8 seconds ahead of the video. I had to ungroup, literally had to ungroup the video and audio track in Vegas and slide the audio back 8 seconds to resync it. So I don't know why it does that on the VOD, why the downloads are out of sync, because the VODs play back perfectly fine and in sync. It's just a weird one, that. Again, maybe I need to send Paulie at Kick a message and say, hey dude, any reason why the why am I getting such bad frame rate again on the server? Maybe it'll pick up in a minute. So these are the new greenhouses, aren't they? That's the new greenhouse. Because I have changed the Dragon's Den mod on the server. I've put the pre-build on today. I know I said I wasn't going to do that, but I have. But why is it lagging? Did you restart for the Windows update yet? Of course I haven't, Parker. What do you think I am? Some kind of monster? Some kind of demon? Of course I don't restart my PC. Freaking hell, I haven't been off it since I stopped streaming. I literally finished my stream at, what was it, 3 AM? And then I got doing other bits and pieces on the computer. Downloading VODs, trying to locate clips and everything, and never got into it at all. So I think I've got a tree still to remove, or 2 trees to remove. There's also, should be, new mod. New mod, ladies and gents, added. Stone picker trailer. Not sure about the wooden extension, but you can have unreal capacity, so it can hold 75,000 litres of stones. Super unreal capacity, 150,000 litres of stones. 200,000 litres. 250,000 litres. Or the standard realistic is 43,400. Which is a little bit more than the one we've got, which is that one. It's also wider. It's 16 meters, so that's a nice little stone picker to get down the road. But what we're going to need today is chainsaw again. Right, we've got the canola harvest to do again, because basically I've started from the point. I've started today from the point where I downloaded the save on yesterday to play in single player. So I've kind of gone back in time today. They reckon that's ready for harvest, but I'm not convinced by that myself. It is laggy. It is very framey. God, that must look awful on stream. How framey that is. Yeah, it's not looking very happy. Might get happier once I get away from the... obviously away from the farm. Frame rate will go up a touch. Yeah, we're up to about 24 frames. Why is it not happy about me playing online? I mean, actually, in the bottom right-hand corner on the mini-map, I'm getting... what, 30 milliseconds? 30 milliseconds of, like, latency, ping, lag, whatever, to the server. Which is not terrible. Not great, but it's not terrible. Okay, that's why that didn't like that. We'll make it 13 and a half. I'm not going to muck about. I am going to drop straw today, if I can. But I did add some other new mods today as well. If we go into animals, if we go into sheep, we now have sheep barns with sheep barns with goat milk. So if we want to put goats in, we can do. If we want to do the goats. But we might not need to, because obviously Dragon's Den also does animal pens. But the good thing is, by resetting the save like I did from yesterday on the server here, I get to place all my production buildings again, which means I'm not going to go for the smokehouse and the... Did you do the thing I sent you at the gym, lol? No, I didn't, because I actually did that thing shortly after I finished streaming, actually. I suddenly realised I needed to go after I'd finished streaming. Must have been those 4 beers that I had last night during the stream. And me chicken wrap and stuff from the afternoon. No, I didn't do any post workout pics or anything like that. I'm not one of those I'm not one of those types of people that takes photos of myself at the gym. I'm not. You know. Like I say, I literally go straight from car to gym, and then from gym back to car. I don't even go anywhere near the changing rooms. So there's no gym selfies going on in my life at the minute. So I wonder if I'll get that ploughing job to do. Yeah, it's really not liking it today again. I'm getting a little bit more lag this time on the server. We're up to... I'm in the 60 millisecond range now. Did you give it a restart? Yeah, I had to give it a restart after installing the new mods, because you have to stop the server to make any mod changes. So yeah, the server's been restarted. The only other thing I could do is remote restart the PC that the server's running on, whatever server farm it's located at. I could do that. See if they're as bad as me for not doing Windows updates. Why can't I turn my beacon off? Again, this is where the second monitor would be helpful, wouldn't it? So I could see what's using all the system utilization. Something's gone wrong because I'm out the vehicle now and that should have stopped. But of course it's multiplayer, so it won't. So the beacon is going to flash and blink away for the rest of the day now to annoy me and irritate me. But then wouldn't Task Manager be in the way if I did that? Wouldn't it be like right in the middle of me bloody screen? Being annoying. Let me see. Task Manager. View. Options. Always on top. CPU's at 50%. Memory's at 63%. GPU's at 84%. GPU's getting a little bit thrashed. It is. 84% utilization on the GPU. Oh. Task Manager will not let me go back to the game. I have to close Task Manager. Can't leave Task Manager running if it's set to always on top. Probably all their new doodads and widgets and all my new overlays and everything in OBS. It's a bit more intensive for the GPU to handle all that stuff. Especially as I think I have hardware acceleration disabled in OBS. Maybe I ought to turn that back on. Because I bet a lot of the graphic stuff's being handled by the CPU instead then. We need to get that new PC sorted out. I might text my friend later and say, look, dude, there's the budget. Go get me a list of parts that meet that budget. And let's do this. I think I should have got a flake with that, shouldn't I? That's why I'm not allowed to work behind the bar at the club. People would get short measures. Budget, my budget's 8 grand, 8,000. That's the most I want to pay. Storage wise, what, most graphics cards are what now? Sorry, not graphics card. Motherboards support what, 3 M.2s? Most of the ones I've looked at. So 3 M.2 spaces on a motherboard. If I say 4 terabyte M.2s, 3 of those, that's what, 12 terabytes of built-in. Obviously my SATA SSDs, I can transfer most of those from what I've got now, and reuse those. Some of my SSDs that I'm using now, my big capacity ones, I'll put into, just transfer into the new build. So I'm not really too fussed about like data storage in the new PC. Just want obviously one M.2 for Windows and applications, one for my recording stuff, for recording to OBS, and having all my raw files on for editing and everything. And then one for maybe games. Do you have a preference on AMD or Intel? I've always been an Intel guy. I've never ever had an AMD. I've always been Intel. Since my very first PC back in the day with its 200 MMX processor, I've always been an Intel guy. And to be honest, I've never had a problem. So that's one of the reasons why I've never even looked at AMD, because Intel's always been reliable for me. Does what I need it to do. Might not have the same number of threads and cores as some of the AMD offerings these days, but it seems to be fine for me. The only thing is, obviously, when it comes to graphics cards, it has to be Nvidia. I'm not interested in AMD graphics cards at all. Colour, or you not bothered? Not really that fussed, because you're never gonna see the tower because it sits under my desk. So I don't really see it. But my current PC is white. It's a white case. Most of the stuff inside it is white, and obviously my lighting is a combination of white and green. You wanting to stick with white? Yes, it's nice. Brightens up the room a little bit. It's better than just having a black box stood somewhere. The AIO, pretty much what I'm asking. Yeah, you can get a lot of white AIOs now. Corsair do them, and Asus do white. AIOs. I mean, on Scan, with their build the system your way configuration tool, I got a pretty nice white setup on there. I did. With an Asus Helios case, then obviously their AIO, ROG Strix GPU, that's white. The Corsair Dominator RAM was white with RGB. So yeah, a lot of that you could get. The power supply I think was white as well. The 1200 watt jobby. I still can't find anywhere in the UK, retailer-wise, that's selling the Asus ROG Matrix 4090 graphics card, the one with the AIO. I saw a few of the influencer types on YouTube doing reviews of it, including Overclock 3D. They did a review of the graphics. The guy on there did a review of that graphics card. Fucking immense. Asus have managed to squeeze everything they can out of that 4090 on that. Do I need Gen 5 M.2? I mean, Gen 5 M.2 is not really, it's not really that much faster, is it, than Gen 4? I know the price is ridiculous, because I did look at that on Scan. For the same size, for the same capacity, M.2s in a Gen 5, they're a lot more expensive than the Gen 4. Plus, I think you can. There's a lot of motherboards where if you run a Gen 5, you can't run Gen 4 stuff. It disables the Gen 4. So I basically just decided but my the M.2s that I pretty much have gone for are fast enough. You know, at like 7,000 read and write. They're more than fast enough for what I do. So yeah, I'm quite happy with Gen 4s. At the end of the day, I'd rather have capacity for my buck than speed that I may not really notice. I imagine it will be a long time before any games or anything come out demanding Gen 5 storage as a requirement. Let's try that again and get under the pipe. Where are we at? Just over 3/4 full in this first trailer, this first bin. Harvest seems to be going pretty well though. We'll get nicely through it again like we did yesterday. Need to then think about doing the getting obviously the straw picked up. Obviously, knowing what we know now about the greenhouses, I can use my compost in them, so I don't need to place the compost manufacturing thing from the DD pack, because obviously we already have silage, hay and stuff being produced by Stevie's machines here on the farm, so I don't need to double up on that. But I can get obviously the orchard placed, and I can think about getting one of the greenhouses with hoops for some of the other things, and then at least we're producing different bits and pieces then, aren't we? Do you need Windows, or is your product key registered to your Windows account? Mine is on my Windows account currently. I think I've got 2 Windows 10 licenses tied to my account, because obviously I've got my old PC and I've got my current one. So you don't need a key, got it. If I'm staying on Windows 10, I mean, I don't know. Do I need to upgrade to Windows 11? Do I need a Windows 11 license for the new PC? Should I start with Windows 11? That's another question. You know, is it time to do a complete fresh upgrade? So yeah, most of the systems I've looked at and done builds on, I have paid for and requested Windows 11 on them. I've got my PC is sat here telling me it is ready to install Windows 11 is ready to install on my PC. I just don't let it install it because I'm not sure it's going to fix my issues on this PC. I think my issues are hardware, not operating system. So then you have the free upgrade. I do have the free upgrade, yes, on this machine. I just keep delaying the install. Every time Windows Update pops up with, would you like to install Windows 11 now? And I'm like, no, delay. Delay. Ooh, getting through the old field very, very well. Ooh, look at that bad boy. Balloons. Sounds like the typhoons are out having a play this afternoon. '95, '96. Oh, didn't quite make it to the end. Just under 5.4k. Yeah, I'll have to look at what my basket is on Scan. I've got a basket full of bits on Scan at the minute. Like as if I was going to build it myself. Custom build it myself. Those aeroplanes are very loud outside. Oh yes, I need to finish off the weeding, don't I, as well?
You just made the list.
We have a new follower.
You just made the list.
Welcome on in. Welcome on in, Callie Smith. How are you doing? Good afternoon. You sent me a PC pot pick list. I'll check that out later, Barker. Thank you for that. How are you? I'm very good, thank you. I'm having a lovely start to the week. Lovely start to the week. It's been a busy day. It's been a long day. I say long day because I've not had any sleep since yesterday morning. I only finished streaming at 3 AM this morning and I'm back at it 12 hours later. But I enjoyed last night's stream. You know, the 8 hours passed very quickly for me, and I still felt like I could have gone on and done more. I was actually like I was actually really enjoying that. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to be up. I don't think I'm going to be up late tonight, Barker. I think I'm going to have an early night tonight because I've got an early start in the morning with Tuesday's job list. So, yeah, I'm probably not going to be around late tonight on Kick. So you might not see me in any streams, in any chats. Any of the streamers I follow, I apologise in advance, but I'll probably be zonked out. I'll probably, I reckon as soon as I have my dinner, at 6 o'clock, I'm going to be in a food coma. I'll be in a food coma till tomorrow morning. But yeah, we get the canola done, the harvest done. Get the straw collected. Got the weeding to finish off over on that field, on field 4. And then we need to get this one re-prepped. And we've got, what, 3 days? 3-day months on the server currently. We are running. Or have been running. Obviously, if I'm going to be playing on my own now for the foreseeable, I might have to give myself a few extra days to get things done. Might have to increase the number of days per month. Just answered, lol. Yeah, I'm thinking 3 days, 3 days by myself is going to be nowhere near long enough. In most of my single player games now, I run 5 or 6 day months. So I will probably be doing that. Trouble is, I need to know when I'm gonna, if I'm gonna make the change, I need to decide early, because if I change the number of days, I've got to wait to the next month before it kicks in. These frames are, this frame rate is annoying me now. Because it's still not kind of resolved itself, has it? Weirdly though, yesterday when I switched to single player, it was fine. So I'm a little bit confused. Probably should have folded that header up, shouldn't I? Probably should have folded that. Right, we'll turn that off. Right, we'll get this washed again. Feel like I did this yesterday. Feel like I did this all yesterday. Shoot Mr. Helgi a DM. Yeah, I ought to shoot him a DM, find out what's happened to him. Game feels very rough today. Friends behind. If your friends don't dance and everybody dance with no friends of mine. Didn't really need to wash the harvester, but I did. Oh, the frame rate is rough. Feel like I'm playing on a console right now. I do. I'm not seeing anything in the log causing any errors. I did finish a job, yeah. I finished harvesting. But now I'm dealing with... Yeah. I think I'll try a restart, because this is painful. But I know Giants did post something end of last week that there was issues with the Steam version of the game and multiplayer at the minute. I don't know if that's been resolved. Right, let's just go back to desktop for a second. Let me go and just restart the server. Could be the map. Well, I wouldn't say that, because we've played on the map for a while without problems, and I played on it in single player yesterday without issues. Leanne Lee. 011 Dynamic Evo ATX mid tower case. It's got no fans in the front. Right, so the PC and the server have restarted. That's okay. I might just restart Steam as well, see if Steam's got any updates. Trying to think what my current PC case is. I think mine's a Cooler Master H500. So a great big massive case, like full tower case. Plenty of room in it. Cowboy should have been a the right. Semi six extruders riding on a cattle drive. Should have been a cowboy. Lords of the Fallen. That's another Dark Souls game, isn't it? If there ever was. Another Souls-like. Lies of P first. Fucking Lies of P. I ain't going to beat that first boss. I'm never going to beat that first boss. Fucking matey with a toilet plunger on his head. Right, we're back. Into game. You just want me to play Lies of P, Barker, because you want to see me getting bullied like Greg did it on Saturday. a little bit better. Frame rate's a little bit better. I wouldn't say it's amazing, but it's a little bit better. Fight you with a fine tooth comb. I was something inside. There was something going on. I can't explain. Those pain everything in my heart. There was something going on. Yeah, we're up to 50. We're up to 50 FPS now. 40 FPS, so yeah, it's definitely a lot better. Use the mod. You can drive in cab. Of course I can. No. There we go. Lie on each other. We can drive in the cab because we've got the work camera mod. Yes. It's a good mod, that. Right, be right back. Need to do a few things. Okay, Barker? No worries. Right, that should have finished off that field. That part of the field. We just need to go and do the other bit now. Where's the frame rate gone? Again. Right, I think we're here. That is down. That is down nicely. And away we go. It's 1:15. I'm on the outside, but I need you now. So, we are doing the weeding. Right, we just need to do cultivating on field 5. We don't need to do any ploughing or anything. So field 5's okay. Don't need any rolling. So there's still a harvest contract on field 13 at the minute, but I imagine that's going to change. That'll change when we move time forward. But yes, we're going to get the greenhouses done today. Get that loaded up with compost and water. Also going to get, like I say, the orchard installed. And then maybe the greenhouse with hoops. Field 1 that is currently our grass field, I'm probably going to replace that with greenhouse with hoops. And then I might put a grass field in somewhere. We've been singing, don't you to the dream, don't you to the stars in a flying thing. Tear your world apart. Will the magic start? Do you really wanna taste it? Do you really wanna taste it? The imaginal bone. Done. Let the magic start. Do you really want it? Do you really want to taste it? Field 5, isn't it, actually, that we harvested, not field 4. Field 5 might become a grass field then. It's bigger than field 1, so it should give us some decent grass growing potential. Throw your dog the invisible bone. Bit of Uncle Cracker now. Funny how things change. They always stay the same. It's a simple thing in life. Just the lose flames. I am down that road before and just roll it down. I ain't got money in my pocket. See if I can't fix that. Got my place of ball. Sunday, here I go again on my own. Going down the only road I've ever known. Like a drifter I was born to walk alone. And living my life, living the dream of my own. Here I go again on my own. Made up my mind. Made up my mind. I am wasted no more time. Beacon's fixed now. I noticed. It's just that fill level warning mod. Something that mod does causes the beacon to come on the harvester, obviously when the harvester gets full. But then you can't turn it off. I wonder if it's because it's not the player activating the beacon or something. Didn't do that row very fast, did it? Oh, well, tell me more, tell me more. Why are we going so slowly now? Only doing 12. We was doing 18 previously. Is it wear and tear? One more row to do after this. So the canola that we've harvested we can't sell yet. It's a bit of a shame. Time I was falling in love, now I'm only falling apart. Day, a total eclipse of the heart. Need you more than ever. So the weeding's going to be done and completed. I think that's this field then finished with until it's ready to harvest. Almost falling in love, now I'm falling apart. Maybe there's work to be done. Let the music play on. You're back. Welcome back, Barker. And frame rate's not improved. Yeah. Still playing the flip book. Yeah, it really doesn't like it today. Again. Could do. I mean, I can load the save. I can load the save up. I've still got the single player save from yesterday. I can load that up. That's not a problem to see if it is a multiplayer or a single player issue. Spent some money. Come on, let me out. Just leave it there. A flicker book is doing my head in. Right, let's go back to the menu. We'll load it up in single player and see what happens. I've got a feeling it'll run better. I reckon there's still some issue. Multiplayer-y type issue. I'm also going to quickly nip for a bio break, I think. In a second or two. So I'll see you in a second. I'll just nip for a bio break. Pour myself a fresh drink. Right. Hello. Oh no, performance in single player is not good either today. Or it might be. With a chance. Ooh ah ting tang walla walla bang bang ooh 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 ting tang walla walla bing bang ooh ting tang walla walla bang bang ooh ting tang walla walla bing bang ooh ting tang walla walla bang bang. I told the witch doctor I was in love with you. I told the witch doctor and I was in love with you. I told the witch doctor, he told me what to do. He told me ting tang walla walla bing bang ting tang walla walla bang bang. So the witch doctor, I didn't know the truth. We've got greenhouses. Trying to think where we've got quite a bit of room. I could put something like that there. Trouble is, it's probably going to do a lot of terraforming, isn't it? I think. That's probably as square as I'm going to be able to get it. That could be... The other option, of course, is to do what I originally planned, and that was stick it on here. It's definitely running rougher today than it was yesterday. I may have to think about trying the restart of the PC and letting Windows do whatever Windows is trying to do in the background. We'll get the field ploughed though. Because it's only this game that run bad. Fallout ran really well last night, I thought. I know Fallout's an older game, but it still ran and performed pretty well for me. Try a different map. Let me just turn round. We'll try it. We'll switch to a different map. We'll load up. We'll load up Estancia, shall we? Let me also quickly grab the updated Better Contracts mod. Right. Need to switch mod folders now. There we go. I think it's that update that Windows wants to do that's messing me up. Personally. We'll try it. Just checking I haven't got that mod installed on here. Don't think I have. Strange one. So we are sunflower harvesting. I thought we was. Yeah, it's running. Game's running fine on this map, isn't it? Where's the harvester gone? He's over here somewhere. Might be that map then. Might be Stevie's map. But I haven't seen any updates recently. Could have sworn I just added that stone picker mod, did I not? To this mod folder. No, I didn't. Greenhouses and stuff, yeah. Well, I've got the old version of that installed on this map. But not the pre-release version. Yeah, I don't have the pre-release version on this save. I'm using the public version, which probably explains. Dum, dum, dum. Right now we know it's either the mod on that map or the map or the mod. Yeah. I might just go and check out Stevie's Facebook page, see if anybody else has been having any issues with the map recently. Could just be a case again, though, of that age-old problem. Far too much stuff in that one area of the map. Too many buildings, too many vehicles, too many pieces of equipment, and it's just... the engine just can't cope with rendering everything. Because obviously in the normal game, they have something called what's it, parallax occlusion culling or something, where basically anything that you can't see on the screen, the game doesn't actually render anymore. However, we like to use a mod that disables the camera collision. And when you use that mod, that breaks that element of the Giant's engine. So the game is trying to render everything. It's one of the reasons why I always say to try and say to players, make sure you put vehicles in sheds and equipment in sheds, and make sure you close the doors. Because once the doors are closed and you can't see them, the game stops rendering them. It frees up performance. But we don't have that luxury. Having disabled the camera collision. So it's self-inflicted then? Yeah, partly. Also another thing as well, being PC gamer, we turn up the view distances. Foliage distances and everything, so we get nicer, prettier looking graphics. By editing the game's config file. I guess what I could try is to maybe drop the game resolution down to 1440 and run it in like borderless full screen at 1440. So it will still look good on the stream, but obviously we're not trying to generate and render it at 4K. And it shouldn't affect any of my other capture windows or anything doing that. Whoa there, big time Charlie. Drivers don't get any better on this map, do they? Many files were recently deleted from your OneDrive. Okay. Good to know. You gonna watch UFC this weekend? Possibly, yeah. Gotta remember to smooth that corner out on that field. When I buy it, eventually. Now, where's my combine? He's over there. Make up for the shite you watched on Saturday night. Yeah, fucking YouTubers. Misfits boxing. Yeah, that needs to stop. We've seen enough of that now. No more YouTuber boxing, please. It's garbage. It is garbage. Who are the fights this weekend? Any big names? Because I don't really check the, I don't really follow the cards and the events that closely. This weekend is a massive card. Okay. Is it Jones versus Stipe? No, Islam versus Volk. I don't know them. I don't know them. I just want to see Jones defend the heavyweight title against Stipe, and then figure out what's going to happen after that with the heavyweight division. Because if he beats Stipe, then there's nobody in that division. Unless Ngannou comes crawling back after he gets beat by Fury. But if Ngannou gets beat by Fury, then I would say there's not much point in coming back, because Jones would fucking annihilate him. And where's the little leprechaun? When's the little leprechaun fighting? Eh? He hasn't fucking fought for years now. Jesus Christ. Little leprechaun. Need to get him headlining a big UK-led card with the likes of Meatball Molly and Paddy the Baddy. Well, yeah, that's pretty usual. That's pretty much the standard of thing for USADA to do. You've got to be in the testing pool for 6 months. So UFC sacked USADA, yeah. UFC will get rid of the drug testing. So they can get their money man back in the cage. Honestly, just let them do all the drugs they want. It'll make the fights better. Just let everybody do drugs. You know? Let them all do it. and we'll have some cracking fights. As long as we know that they're all on the juice, don't see what the problem is. It seems to fill very, very slowly, this does. But yeah, we're running at close to 60 FPS on this map, so I'm very confused now. Yeah. It's not an issue on this map, is it? So now I am confused. Right. We can save there then, so we know it's not the map. Don't we? We know it's not the map. Wow, this is some weird song. Let me just have a quick look at Stevie's mod page. See if anybody else has, whether he's posted anything recently. Oh, who's died? Who was murdered? Tony McDermott was the guy murdered in town on Saturday. Saturday morning. What's your number? Baked in your line. Number I will know. What time? Going where the railroad lights on. No place on down. How do you like me now? Not seeing anything. You think it's because of the mod you're testing? Well, there's an easy way to figure that out, isn't there? There's an easy way to test that theory. I mean, I've gone back to the beginning of October on his Facebook page and I can't see anybody else complaining about that issue, so I'm guessing it's a me issue. Let me start the game. I'll go into the single player, but I'll turn off the mods that I'm testing. And see if that fixes it. Pretty sure it's just that one I need to turn off. I think. Unless it's the camera mod. The one that gives me that rear view camera. Whether that causes a massive production performance hit on this map. Because I don't know if I've played this map with that mod installed either. I remember I added it to the server, but I don't think I played on the server after adding it.
Scene.
Yes, seen. No, still only getting 15 frames per second. So it's not the mod. It's not the mod. That's made no difference. Turning that off hasn't made any difference. I think it's probably, I think it's got something to, I think I need to, like I say, I think I need to restart the PC for one thing. And then I think I mean, obviously we know that Farm Sim is CPU bound and CPU limited. So if I've got a lot using the CPU at the minute on my PC and the bottleneck is in the CPU, then it could be that. So I need to switch over as many things as I can to hardware accelerated rather than CPU. Could also try deleting the shader cache, of course. And letting the game rebuild it. Because we've done the, we had the graphics driver update, didn't we, the other day? NVIDIA update. Wonder if that's done something to my Farm Sim performance. Right. We'll try the shader cache trick. See if that does it. Farming Simulator 22. So that's deleted that. Let me also just check NVIDIA's control panel. See what I've got in there at the minute. Image scaling is off. Ambient occlusion is off. Anisotropic filtering is application controlled. Anti-aliasing is off. Gamma correction is on. Anti-aliasing mode is application controlled. Anti-aliasing transparency is off. Background application max frame rate. Set the maximum frame rate that you running in the background. By capping frame rate. CUDA's all. DSR factors off. Low latency mode. Put that on. Max frame rate is off. Monitor is G-Sync. Multi-frame sampled anti-aliasing MFAA is off. OpenGL. Power management is maximum performance. Shader cache is 100 gigabytes. I'm using 100 gigabytes of hard drive for shader caching. That should be plenty, I would have thought, for most games. Okay, that's fine. So at the moment we are 59% GPU. Sorry, 30% CPU, 42% memory, 50% GPU in use. With OBS Studio using 40% of the GPU. I've restarted Steam, so I don't need to do that again. GPU should be under more load than the CPU in most instances. It should be. You would hope. We're down in the teens, 17, 18, that kind of range at the minute for FPS. Back up to the 40s now. No, into the 20s. 28, 27. That's a bit weird, that is, for me, I think. Yeah, 13, 15 seems to be about the sweet spot for frames. So we'll get the stones collected. We can chuck the camera on, can't we? Trying our best. If it makes you feel any better, I'm having issues with a game you're trying to play as well. Okay. EAFC won't load at all. You think you might have been banned for using mods. You hacker cheater. You was playing single player hurting no one. Well, obviously, clearly EA don't feel that. EA obviously feel that modifying the game is a bannable offence. Even if you're only doing single player. No, because you had the EA access thing, didn't you? So yeah, you didn't pay for it. Surprised Mr. Helgie's not been banned from the golf game for using his cheats. Or the train game. Yeah, the train game. He can't return because of how much it'll cost him talking about it. Possibly. Possibly. Maybe that is why. You never know, do you? Barker, you never know. The fact that we was going to fine him if he ever mentioned it in chat. The you-know-what game, yeah. The game that shall not be named. Right, I'm going to leave you enjoying that for a second because I need to take another quick break. And I'll be back as quickly as I can. Chucking the controller on the floor, that's not going to help the controller, is it? Poop! Poop hype! There you go. Audio bitrate is 0. The audio stream's current bitrate is lower than the recommended bitrate. We recommend that you use an audio stream bitrate of 128 kilobits per second. Really? No audio going to the stream? On YouTube. It's giving me a error. Audio is fine, so that message is rubbish then. One concurrent viewer, 3 likes. No new members. No new subs today. Probably because you turned some channels off. I did. YouTube should only get channel 6 from OBS. I probably ought to check what bitrate channel 6 is set to, shouldn't I? In OBS. Because I haven't done that on this new profile that I'm using. I can't change it whilst I'm streaming. I've got a horrible feeling it's at 320 bitrate, same as tracks 2, 3, 4 and 5. I probably need to drop that down. You can hear the game and me, that's fine. That's fine. Hold that up. And we'll run that down to the lovely new Lovely, 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 lovely barn. You ended up watching the finals of the Halo World Championship. Wow. I weirdly ended up watching some shit on YouTube about DaVinci Resolve. Some guy on there trying to teach you stuff of how DaVinci works and stuff like that. Because I was thinking perhaps I ought to maybe start giving that program a bit more of a look for the future, because I'm thinking that maybe when I get my new PC I might only run DaVinci on it rather than Vegas, because DaVinci will make better use of the new PC than Vegas will. And if I don't take myself out of my comfort zone and start trying to learn how stuff works in that program, I'm never going to do it. You know, the way I think is, at some point in time, I took a plunge. I took a plunge to learn Vegas when I was using like Windows Movie Maker or some shit like that. I probably ought to do. I probably should do something similar now with like I say, with DaVinci, because I didn't realise until I was watching this video last night that DaVinci has kind of like an After Effects type thing built in where you can create like stuff. Because again, I don't have Adobe After Effects. I have Photoshop. That's all I have when it comes to Adobe products. So maybe with Fusion, as it's called, it built into DaVinci, and the fact that even in the free version of DaVinci you get all the effects and everything. You can probably do some stuff with it. And again, I'm thinking of like, you know, making like proper intros and outros scenes for like my videos. Making some stuff like that in Fusion would be good. I also need to get Blender downloaded, I think. I ought to give that a download. Because obviously watching Scraplet the other has been doing some stuff with Blender, hasn't he? For like animations and stuff of different things. And one of the things that obviously Giants has available with Giants Editor, it has the tools that say you can export stuff from Giants Editor to Blender and export stuff from Blender back to Giants Editor for obviously the modding purposes. So what I could do in theory, is take a like tractor or a vehicle from the game, export it to Blender, and then create some little animation thing in Blender for the tractor or the harvester or whatever vehicle I choose, and you can have them then as like little things for like the intros. You know, like have a tractor drive across the screen at a random point in the video, pulling along my social media lower thirds and call to action things. You know? Obviously, the stone picker likes to leave little bits unpicked at the end of the field. Or the GTFC crest dragging the CTA stuff, call to action stuff in the match day. Yeah. I've got a load of those new call to action things. Got loads of them now. I had a load made for me. So I've got one for absolutely every single platform that I'm on. If I put them all in the match day vlog thing. I did put them all in the match day vlog video, and literally like the first 10 minutes of the video is just all the call to actions popping up on the bottom of the screen as I'm doing me Drivey introduction thing. OnlyFans, yeah, put that one in there. Of course I did. It's a platform. Did you make the vlog for this weekend? I got it, like I say, I got it to the stage yesterday where I managed to get the audio and everything synced and lined up. I just need to figure out where to do the cut-off. Where to do the cut-off at the end of the stream, because obviously the stuff in the bar after the game obviously just went on and on for hours and hours and hours. So I need to find where a good end point is for that. And cut it. And then it will just be drive the intro, the match, and then a little bit after the game. So it's still going to be a long video because obviously the match was 90 plus minutes. And then I need to go in and cut out the bit with obviously the kit man and the opposition players. Greg posing in the background be a decent cut-off point. Yeah. Did you hear the bit where he says, oh, how many... Did you hear the bit where he asked me how many followers I had? And I said, like, 231. And he said, oh, that's not very good, is it? I was like, no. But the follower I do have says you got bullied today, mate. That's what I should have said. I should have said that. I should have said, yeah, but at least my followers said you got bullied today. And you fall over in stages. You fall over in stages. It was like when you were a kid and pretend to get shot. Yeah. It's like you don't take a proper bump. You don't take a proper flat back bump. You kind of, you know, he needs to improve his selling a little bit, I think Greg does. He needs to go back. He needs to go to the WWE Performance Center and work on his selling, because his bump taking was terrible on Saturday. Looked really fake every time he fell over. Because it wasn't like a quick, instant, like, impactful action, was it? Like you say. It was very step by step. You got to take a bump like some of those other players did. Some of those other players took some good bumps, especially Matey Boy towards the end of the game. Who had to get his head bandaged up on the side of the pitch after the match. They were still bandaging him. They were still bandaging him up as I went and headed up to the bar. Did you see that?
He literally went knees, hands, flop.
Knees, hands, flop. Head, shoulders, knees and toes, Greg. Head, shoulders, knees and toes. Come on, Greg. Head, shoulders, knees and toes. I'm also disappointed that the physio has left the club and we've got Bruno back. That was a bit of a shame. She only did 2 matches since coming back from her own medical stuff, which was a bit of a shame, bit of a pity, 'cause she was a nice lass. She was. Money Lady made the joke at the last game that we were lung friends, because both of us are missing a lung. Both of us had to have a lung removed. So she was like, "You two need to become lung friends, and I was like, don't necessarily have an issue with that. She's quite nice to look at. I would be her friend, definitely." And now she's gone. So, sadly, we've got Bruno back. But Bruno's alright. He is. It's so funny at away matches, though. It is. It's so funny at away matches because the away fans don't know if we're being serious when we're calling him Bruno, or they think we might be like some kind of like racists to our own physio. But no, it's genuinely his name. His first name is Bruno. I don't know what his surname is. I didn't ask him. But yeah, they when we start shouting Bruno, all the away fans are like, "Oh, fucking hell!" they all get a little bit concerned because they think we're being racist to the big black guy. You know, but no, it's genuinely his name. I assume his parents must have been fans of Frank Bruno, the boxer, when he was born, when he was a kid. Because he must have been named after him, I think. I'll have to ask him. I'll have to ask him next time I see him at the next game. What's the story behind the name? Where'd the name come from? Well, frame rate is pretty stable around about 18-20 FPS. It's not like dipping up, it's not fluctuating up and down, but obviously 19-20 FPS, 18 FPS is still very shit compared to the fact that we was getting 60 on the other map. So there's definitely something going on here that I need to try and figure out. Obviously, it would be really helpful if there was a Mr. Helgi who could jump onto the server, jump into game with his PC and let me know if he's having the same issue. But he's obviously Mr. AMD man, isn't he? So maybe, you know, he'd be giving me a completely different hardware perspective. That TV off. Or Ditchman, yeah. Ditchman's another one that ditched us. Oh, jungle dance on crazy. Why don't we be a dance? Good news is we're going to get all the stones in one go. We just dance. Why don't we just dance? I think what we'll do, as soon as I finish this field, I'll probably call the stream to an end at that point. Because it's obviously 5:15. I can smell dinner cooking as well downstairs, so I want to go and get my dinner. And then I'll probably fire Mr. Helgi a message on Discord just to see if he's alive. And if he's not, then, well, I don't know what we'll do. I might send Stevie a message as well and just ask him if there's been any issues with people. Has anyone reported any performance issues with maps recently? But I will definitely restart the computer. I think that will help. Get those Windows updates installed. I might even reinstall the NVIDIA graphics driver. I might even reinstall my graphics driver because that's what caused my PC to have its startup issues the other day after I installed that, and I couldn't restart the computer after installing that. So I wonder if that installed properly. I wonder if that installed correctly. But it's strange because, again, it's just strange to me because obviously I've played other games since then. I've played Forza, I've played Life of P, I've played RoboCop, I've played Fallout, and none of those games had performance issues. George Thorogood. I drink alone. Yeah, with nobody else. I drink alone. Yeah, with nobody else. I drink alone. Yeah, with nobody else. Yeah, you know when I drink alone, I prefer to be by myself. Every morning just before breakfast, I don't want no coffee or tea. Just me and my good buddy Wiser is all I ever need. I drink alone. Doo-doo-doo. Hey, with nobody else. Yeah, you know when I drink alone, I prefer to be by myself. The other night I lay sleeping. I woke from a terrible dream. The told of my Jack Daniels and his partner Jimmy Beam. I drink alone. Yeah, with nobody else. Yeah, you know when I drink alone, I prefer to be by myself. You literally did DDU earlier, lol, because I thought my drivers was the reason EAFC wasn't working. Yeah, I like DDU. I do like that as a tool. I've got it installed somewhere on my PC because I have used it before. I normally run it like once a year because obviously you get so many NVIDIA updates over the course of a year that I am always concerned about various old bits from different updates being left behind. So like once a year I'll do the DDU thing and then just install the driver clean and start from scratch again, collecting all the updates. For me, it makes me feel so sad. The one who's down with me is my dear old granddad. I drink alone. Yeah, with nobody else. Yeah, you know when I drink alone, I prefer to be by myself. Yeah, you know when I drink alone, I prefer to be by myself. I drink alone. God, that's an old song. Tune. I have to give props today to the AI DJ on Spotify. He's done a great job of playing some decent tracks today. Yeah, the wheel. Bad. Riding along in my automobile. Now we're down to 10 frames per second again down here at the farm. Look at that. Reverse that in there using the camera. Spot on. That mod. No particular place to go. Right. We'll do a save. Steady. Steady, steady, steady. Right, let's quickly. So, YouTube streaming is still streaming. Good. Kick is still streaming. Is there anybody online that I can host out to? There is a nice little gentleman online who is doing some working out on Zwift. So I think we'll go over and do a little bit of the host on that guy, and then I will go and send a few little messages. So let's go and host KLB. I thank everyone who's been in stream today. I will see you when I see you. That's what I'm going to say. I'm not going to make any plans for tomorrow because I don't know what's going to be happening tomorrow. But yes, I will see you next when I see you. Obviously, the best way to know when I go live is to make sure you are following here on Kick and you have notifications enabled, or follow me on my socials like Twitter and stuff, because obviously I try to post when I go live. If you're in my Discord group, Discord as well gives you the bot notifications for when I go live on Kick. And I think it posts twice because there's two different bots that do it, which is a little bit annoying. But there we are. That is it. Thank you for joining me today on stream, everybody that's been in. Thank you for the new follower, Callie Smith. And I will see everybody when I see you. Cheerio for now. Go say hi to KLB for me. Be kind.
For race season. Just playing around with my little Zwift guy here. Different color mustaches now. Look at this orange mustache. How about white? That's more appropriate. No, what they need.